When we compare White Fang's life in the wild with his life on Reed and Scott's ranch, which one would we consider to be better for him? In my opinion, it depends on what part of the story you're in. During the beginning of the story, he's living with his mother and he learns the way of the wild as he ventures outside of the cave. He is only one quarter dog, and his natural instincts would lead him to the wild. However, after he's in with Grey Beaver, he needs humans. He craves a human companionship. And after that, he needed a human. So after he has met with the Indian tribe and has formed an attachment to humans, he will want to be with humans more than his wild instincts. What is the law of meat? It is obey the strong and oppress the weak. White Fang learns this through trial and error, and he learns it well, and it serves him throughout his life. Why do humans seem to be gods in White Fang's eyes? That's simple. It's because they are greater than anything he has seen. We believe in gods for belief, for hope, but we can't prove that they exist at all. They are just something, and we know somehow that they exist. In White Fang's story, he knows that they exist because they have, as London says, flesh that bleeds and that is good to eat, and they are real as the grass or the rocks. And there's no denying that they are gods, since they are greater than anything he has ever seen. After White Fang escapes from Grey Beaver, why does he come crawling back? He has formed a strong attachment with Grey Beaver, not love, but loyalty and companionship. And he wishes to continue that. As I said earlier, he has formed a strong bond with humans, and he craves that, and he needs to continue that. How does the first part of the novel about Bill and Henry relate to the rest of White Fang? Well, it relates by showing how savage wolves are and how that could really help him later on in his life, which it does. And just adding in that extra part, showing you how ruthless both his mother is and how his wolf blood is, it just opens up a whole new way for you to think about this book. Even though White Fang is about a dog, how can its themes relate to human life? Well, they can relate by having to endure changes, which we all have to do, having to be able to adjust a lot and all the time to everything that the world throws at you, and just being able to do that, and even when everyone is against you, still being able to fight back. What role do women play in White Fang? Well, for the majority of the book, the women are only the wives of the people in the Indian tribe, which they don't play that much of a role. They will hate White Fang, they will try to give him meat and then beat him, but they really don't play that much of a role in this. Later on in the book on Reed and Scott's ranch, they do play a larger role, but throughout the book, women don't play much of a role. How do White Fang's masters differ from one another, and how does this affect White Fang? Well, they differ in many ways. Reed and Scott, White Fang thinks of him, is the love master. He gives him love, he gives him companionship, and he opens up a whole new part of his body that he never knew existed. However, let's think of Beauty Smith. He is the master that he hates. He doesn't even consider him as a master. He made him hate all the world and everything, nothing. He hated blindly, not even knowing what he was hating when he was with Beauty Smith. As his masters change, these all affect him and how he looks on the world. The law of the wild, what is it? This is oppress the weak, obey the strong. This is eat what you can. This is the law of scavenge. This is if no one else wants it, it's yours. This is anything that describes how to survive. This is anything that describes your instinct. London's writing style is very unique. How, in the beginning of the book with Bill and Henry, when he will describe, he spends nearly an entire chapter describing just the scene and how barren this wasteland is. His writing style is absolutely phenomenal. And there's nothing that can beat his descriptions of terrain, of body, of mind.